Good morning, everyone. Fox News alert overnight. Brand new raids under the cover of darkness. There may be another suspect in the San Bernardino terror attacks. Police want to talk with this person.
This is the feds begin investigating shooter Syed Farook's online links to a known Minnesota terror recruiter named Mohammed Hassan. You're looking at a picture of that man right now.
And here are the breaking details from Redlands, California's Fox News contributor and former homicide detective Rod Wheeler. Rod, what do we know about this guy?
Good morning, guys. There's been a lot of activity occurring over the past 24 hours. The FBI is actually starting to really connect the dots now. And you know what? It's starting to make a lot more sense. Real quickly, let me bring you up to date on new information that I actually just learned. The FBI is saying now that this individual, Mohammed Hassan, you know what? This guy is a known ISIS recruiter. He was living in the state of Minnesota. Now, according to the FBI, when they conducted the raid, the search at the suspect's home, which is right here behind me the other day, they got information that this guy, Hassan, may have been in communication with Syed Farook. That was the guy who was the suspect in the shooting last Thursday. In addition to that, there was another individual who possibly purchased the weapons for Farook, who lived in Riverside, California, which is only about 15 miles from here. The FBI raided his home last night. I actually went out there last night. I didn't go into the scene, but the FBI raided his home. They were able to get new information as well. Now, real quickly, the thing about this guy, Hassan, he's not living in the United States anymore, but the FBI has agents in other countries searching for this guy.
Maybe wondering why he's from Minnesota. There's been massive resettlement of Muslim refugees from Somalia in Minnesota, and for that reason, it's been a hotbed of ISIS activity. Tell us about the other raid. You said that the authorities gathered information in that raid. What kind?
That's right. Well, you know, they haven't said, Tucker, exactly what they got, but what they did, they were taking out boxes of information, bags of information, possible evidence. So all of these things they're actually going through this morning. They're sifting it through. A lot of it went to the FBI laboratory for evaluation. So I think as the day comes up here, we're going to learn a lot more about what was happening. One other thing, too, real quick, I want to share with you and the viewers. You remember the terrorist attack we had down in Garland, Texas? It's believed that this guy, Hassan, Mohammed Hassan, was the one behind that in terms of recruiting those two guys down there as well. So as you can see, this thing is really starting to open up.
Interesting. All right, Rod Wheeler, thank you very much for your report out there at the scene.
Sure.
That's right.
The president will be discussing this topic tonight, and this is going to be a very rare occurrence for him, speaking from the White House, talking about this terror attack, but nobody knows what he's going to say. You have your theories.
Yeah, I mean, your point, though, that this is rare. The president speaks an awful lot, but almost never from the Oval Office. He's done it 3 times since he's been in office, the first for the BP oil spill in June of 2010, then a few months later to announce the end, the momentary end, it turned out, of combat operations in Iraq, and now this. He's come under an awful lot of pressure, including from Democrats, and you've got to believe from the Hillary Clinton for President campaign, to clarify what exactly his position is on ISIS. He sort of dismissed them with the back of the hand as the JV team and not a threat to America. That's demonstrably untrue. We're going to find out tonight, does he understand the nature of the threat? Can he say it out loud? I don't know, but I know he's going to call for gun control.
Hillary Clinton the other day, though, was quick to come out and call it terrorism. So while the president didn't come out and call it terrorism, Hillary Clinton came out and called it terrorism. So, too, did the Obama administration's head of the FBI, James Comey, came out and called it terrorism. So there seems to be a disconnect. Earlier on the show, we had Tim Clementi on. He's a former FBI special agent and task force member. And what he said was interesting. He said, this doesn't keep with the president's narrative that we are safer. So the president's going to have to walk this weird line tonight during this speech, telling us what he's told us only 3 weeks ago, that we're safer and that we are more safe than we've ever been before, that we're all going after ISIS.
That Paris was a setback.
That Paris was simply a setback in our fight against ISIS, and then also come out and reassure us that we are still safe tonight.
But this is a guy who just 2 days ago told us that the core reason ISIS is attacking us is because of climate change, global warming. They're mad about that. Can someone who just said that pivot and tell the truth, which is these are religious extremists motivated by a belief in their God to kill us and sometimes themselves? Like, that's a real threat.